Sauce 10.
What were we talking about? Oh, originally we were talking about like making our own pasta.
Yeah, making our own
and
pasta.
how it's like the weirdest, most laborious thing.
It's so much work.
Dumb. And it's not, honestly, it's not that much better.
Yeah, like compared to just making pasta that's dry that you buy at the store for $1.
For not even, it's like you can get so much.
Kind of it's like the same.
It's so dumb. It's not like, now, homemade tortillas. Those
Never made homemade tortillas.
Or gone to a restaurant where they press the tortillas. Oh my God.
Well, I've probably done that without knowing.
So good. There's this, I'm going to shout out this weird restaurant. It's in Dallas, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Uncle Julio's.
And
I got it as a recommendation from a bus driver.
Hell yeah.
I was there and I was like, I remember I was there and we were just like, oh, we're so hungry. Where to a local, obviously the bus driver. And I was like, where do I need to go? Like where? And she was like, it was like this big, black lady. And she was just like, oh honey, I know the spot. You got to go here. And then she dropped us off.
I think someone calls you, oh honey.
She was just like,
and tells you the spot. You go there.
Oh, we went there.
Don't hesitate.
Yeah.
Dude, every time I go there. So like most of their whole menu is it's just all fajitas. Not like the sizzly kind, but like my favorite was this one. It was like a sweet bacon,
what are they
Chipotle
called?
bacon. It's called Uncle Julio's.
Uncle Julio's in Dallas?
In Dallas, Texas. I don't know if there's any other of them, but oh my God. And they make the tortillas right there. Like you can see them coming off. So they're like hot, fresh tortillas with like lard, obviously. And they're in just the tortilla. You could just eat the tortilla. It's so good. But they give you like your protein, and then you just kind of like you make your own.
Ooh.
Like fajita style, you know.
Okay, like there's
that's like
a buffet type, or like a salad bar sort of.
Yeah, dude. This is the spot. It's so good. Is it like
Mexican from scratch?
Is it a chain?
I think this is a chain.
I think Uncle Julio's must have.
Dude.
They must have gotten big locations. How many locations they got? Watcher have sent you to fucking like the Taco Bell.
Yeah.
She actually works for Uncle Julio's on the side.
Yeah, she works for Uncle Julio's corporate.
It's so good. How many locations do they have? I wonder. Use my location.
Holy shit.
Well, I went to the one in Dallas and it was so good. Tex-Mex is what it is, I guess. But like, oh my God, there's my favorite.
They'll help you make fresh memories.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah, so they're like in Texas primarily, right? Let's see. I don't know. Well, at least we got the internet going again.
Yeah.
That's good. That's so much
an
faster.
Improvement.
But they like have a machine and they like press the tortillas right there.
That does sound good.
Oh my God, so good. I mean, I might have just been really hungry and I went there and
that's possible. But I feel like anytime they make like that level of made it there, it's always kind of good.
And I love that it turned out to be like a Matador situation for me, where I was like, "Oh, this like
I know." I was so fired
tiny
up.
Restaurant.
I was so fired up. Like when I first went to Matador, I was like, "How did I never know about this place? This place is so good. I found a hidden gem." And then I went to their website, and there's 20 of them.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, me and about a million other people have found this hidden gem." It was actually pretty poorly
And I've probably
hidden.
told a lot of visitors, like over the years, like I know the best spot that's only in Portland.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take you, and then I have led many people on, just like they led us on. So
the ones here are in like cool neighborhoods, and their decor is not corporate-y. It doesn't have that like. It's like new corporate.
It doesn't feel like an Applebee's.
Like it's well written corporate.
Yeah.
Bullshit. It's like they
well,
have like.
It's also like there are 8 locations. It's like a couple in Oregon, a couple in Washington, and one in Boise. Or something
we
like
went
that.
to the one in Boise, and that's how I was like, wait, this isn't just a. Oh my God.
But it's still really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's still a bomb place.
I will say you guys hit the nail on the head when you told me about it. That the happy hour is kind of the thing.
That's
to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They have 2 happy hours.
Because like Joanna and I have been there for happy hour, and we've been there for regular hour. Because the one in Northwest is literally a block and a half from my house, so it's right there.
Oh yeah.
But like going for regular food is so expensive.
It's really
and
expensive.
It's really salty.
Yeah.
Like I've had quite a few of their like main entrees. Not my favorite, but like their little tacos and their nachos and that shit is fire, and their margarita is fantastic.
Get the nachos happy hour for if you guys are
It's like
near one.
this
Get the
big.
nachos. I have yet to finish
we
it.
got them like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
good.
Last thing I want to say about the Matador that I like the happy hour better because like if you order their tacos, they just give you the tacos. No other bullshit. They're
there's
charging
not
you an
this-
extra $10.
Yeah,
for.
it's not like a $20 plate with 3 tacos and then some bullshit.
A whole bunch of like beans and rice. It's like no.
I just want a few little tacos.
I'm not gonna eat the beans and rice anyway.
Yeah.
Can I just get the taco and not pay the extra $8 for beans and rice?
Yeah, that's wacky.
I mean, they are good beans and rice, but I'm
They
not.
are,
gonna,
but
I
not
don't
for
need.
$8 fucking dollars.
Not
They're
for
not.
$8. How much is a can of refried beans? Like
Oh, I'm sure they're making them in
99
house.
Like $1.
I think they're making them in house, which makes them even cheaper because
they're buying
100 pounds
they're
of dry
buying
beans is
sacks
like
of beans and
$2.
soaking them.
Yeah, they're
That's-
giving them away before they go bad.
Dude, that's the other one. Have you ever made beans like
Yeah.
from like a bag of
Yeah,
them? where
last
you
fall I
soak
tried it. I
them
made
and,
red
like-
beans and rice, and
Oh,
I started
love red beans and rice.
with like dry beans. It was pretty good.
Was it better than canned though?
No.
Not
Fucking
noticeably
exactly the same.
different than
Did you
canned?
use ham hocks or smoked turkey?
I think I used neither because I wanted Joanna to be able to eat it too.
Oh, okay.
So I made a vegetarian one, and then
Nice.
I cooked some andouille sausage on the side for me.
Oh, yummy.
You know,
What's ham hock?
Ham hock. It's
like
smoked pig knuckle.
it's
I
like
believe.
a piece of a pig.
They're it's a bone, but it's encased in meat and
Yeah.
it's smoked and it's basically
Gives
just
it a
imparts
good
that
like
smoky,
meaty,
salty flavor.
smoky, meaty
Okay.
flavor. Yeah, it's kind of like if you make a split pea soup. You got to put the
It's
the
a
ham bone
very
in
southern thing. Like
Oh.
everything that's a stew has some
Yeah.
type of ham hock, if not like shrimp.
Yeah, my dad he used to make split pea soup like every time after like Christmas because we'd get a ham with a
Yeah.
bone in the middle of it. Eat that, and then he'd take the bone and he'd make split pea soup just because
Sick.
my dad likes to save money.
That's awesome.
He doesn't really need to save that $4, but he was just like, look at how much soup I made for no money. That's my dad's favorite recipes. My dad finds a recipe that he can make a shitload of food for like $3. My dad will call everyone he knows. He'll just be like, dude, I sent you an immersion blender. I found a cauliflower soup. You fucking take a cauliflower and you boil it and you blend it, and then you got soup for a week for $1.
And
I'm like,
does
okay.
he like do it for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner kind of situation too?
Oh, yeah. My dad will have leftover spaghetti sauce and poach eggs in it and call it a good breakfast.
That sounds good though.
Nah, it's nasty.
Spaghetti sauce. With poached
My
eggs?
dad eats some whack food because it can help him save like. It's not even saving money. It's just that throwing food away, I think, makes him sadder than anything else.
Okay.
Like he could watch puppies get tortured, and he would be less sad than if he had to throw away a tomato.
What about you? Have you
I'll throw food away all day. If
Oh
it
my
goes
God,
bad, I don't give
same.
a fuck.
done? I'm not cutting mold off and still eating that bread.
No.
That bread loaf is going.
But
in the
I
trash
go to
can.
work. I walk across my living room and turn my computer on every day. That's a weekday, and because of that, I don't give a fuck if a tomato goes bad. If it goes bad, it goes bad. Throwing it out. I'm not gonna make an emergency soup that doesn't taste good.
Yeah. All right, let's intro the show.
Yeah.
We're like 10 minutes in already,
That's
which is
okay.
awesome. This is Size 10
Size
podcast. I'm Bjorn RG. You can follow me on Instagram at SkateCub.
I'm Nick Scalzone. You can find me at Nick Scalzone Comedy on Instagram.
And then Paul's
I'm
here.
Paul Heinrich,
Our
and
producer.
Yep, and you can find me at PSPORT007 on Instagram.
Yeah, and then obviously we've got ours, YouTube, Spotify, all those platforms. Like and subscribe. That would be awesome. And follow us on Instagram if you want to see clips and random things on
Yeah, if you just want to
Size 10
see
podcast.
some nobodies just
Some
having a
nobodies.
good time.
Oh, I love that so much.
We're just a few
Comment.
we're just some nobodies having a good time.
And we'll bring
you
it
know,
up.
there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
And I think we need to start adding that to the intro of the show.
Yeah.
that we're a bunch
Be
of
like, hey,
nobodies.
yeah, we're just a couple of nobodies
Trying
hanging
to
out
be
in the
somebody.
basement, having a good time.
Yeah, that's
you know?
true. It is true.
I don't know if we even need to be somebody.
No, I don't care.
It's a poorly defined
It's
term.
a lot of pressure to be somebody, I think.
Exactly. I think that takes
Be
the fun out of it.
somebody, baby.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? We
that
wanted to
them-
talk about shoes and drink fucking liquid death.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're drinking
Oh.
liquid
On a
death
hot
today.
summer day, you guys called me up and you're like, I don't even want to do the podcast. I want to stand
Cheers.
outside and
Yeah,
look at the
cheers.
sun.
Yeah,
Get a
I want to be
sunburn.
outside. Well, we were outside yesterday.
I drove around a bunch yesterday and then did homework.
Mine's called. I'm drinking Mango Chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
What's your flavor's name?
Severed lime.
Ooh.
And what's yours?
I've got Bury It Alive. And on the bottom of all these bottles, it says Murder Your Thirst.
This is just brilliant. This is so.
This
It's
ruthless
just pure
tall boy
marketing.
of flavored sparkling water is armed with agave nectar and natural electrolytes to refresh your body and murder your thirst.
And they donate 10% of profits from every can
And it
sold to
says
help kill plastic
recycle
pollution.
or die.
It's great. I like
Wow.
it.
These people are.
The first time I ever
pretty
had
fired
Liquid
up.
Death was we reviewed it on 5-star review. I can't remember if you were there.
Yeah. I
on
remember
that
when
old
it like
podcast.
when it first came out. Like every famous podcaster was like They got sponsored by Liquid Death.
Oh, they
Like,
were
I
sending
think
it
Liquid Death must have gotten a giant bunch of like venture capitalist funding or something,
Yeah.
and spent it all on podcast ads.
out. Well, it's basically
And
like
honestly, it worked because
they-
everybody's like, "Oh, this shit's funny."
I
and then
feel
you
like
buy it.
yeah, it's like ironic, but then it's like pretty expensive for what it is. And it started out just water and
Yeah.
just sparkling.
No, these
there
things
were, no
were
flavors
somewhere
like
between
this.
$1 and $2 a piece because I bought them all for $5 something.
Yeah. And when we reviewed it, they didn't have any flavors. That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, this is that new shit.
I feel like they did their marketing campaign was just like all about it was like the mattress one, except they actually did it successfully versus the mattress ones. I don't know if you know about this, but like
Which ones?
Casper is
Oh,
just
yeah.
like crazy losing money.
Yeah,
Like
I believe that.
all these companies that are like all of these
They're like,
disruptors.
we'll send you a mattress
Now we're
in
like-
a little tiny box, and
Yeah.
then you cut it open and it goes poof.
We're 10
Yeah.
years into these disruptors and these unicorns, and all of them are not profitable.
Well, isn't that
after
where
spending
like
crazy money?
isn't that where like all these tech layoffs are coming from the last few
Yeah.
months? Is like all the companies like Uber,
Yep.
where they just took endless amounts of investment funding
Yep.
and then used it to subsidize every ride to the point that they have yet to operate at a profit.
But what's
And they just hired an absurd amount of people, and then they're like, "Oh fuck."
well, what's
'Cause
messed
the
up about
funding
it is
started to dry up, right?
disrupting an industry. So
Oh,
basically, they are ruining taxi cabs, and then
failing.
and then failing. So then, what are we going to be left with? We're probably going to be left with really expensive rides that are more expensive
Mm-hmm.
than the taxis would have
Nah,
been.
there'll
if they
be
had
someone
stayed.
else will come up with another
And
bad idea.
No one
that
gets benefits.
someone
and
pays for.
It's just like it's so bad.
Ah,
We're just
it'll
like,
sort itself out.
I feel like every business is trying to cut labor as much as possible because it's the one thing, and like everyone is kind of losing, and just like a tiny fragment of people are just making money. And I
True.
think that's what's just going on.
Yeah,
on
you
like
know
a
who's making
very
money
large
is the
level.
people that bought Bed Bath and Beyond. Those are the fucking people making money.
Yeah.
No, it crashed. But I was stoked. I was like, Wall Street Bets was back.
Oh, really?
I hadn't gotten to read, profanities on the internet like that since what, February
Ding
2021. Oh yeah, GME was a fun time, but it really started to stagnate.
Yeah.
And Bed Bath and Beyond came in and saved the day.
So I'm gonna change the subject.
Yeah,
Slightly.
absolutely.
Yesterday we went to a Pickles game.
Oh, the Pickles.
Yeah, the Portland Pickles. It was their last game of the season, and we went. We saw.
They played baseball.
Shout out to it's baseball, but
Yeah.
shout out to Jeremiah. Oh,
Yeah, go listen if you
guest.
want to know more about the Pickles. Listen to Jeremiah Coughlin's episode of this very podcast.
Yeah.
He's a somebody talking to
He's
some
a
nobodies
somebody talking to
about
nobody.
the Portland Pickles.
About a nobody team.
No, that's a somebody team.
No, they're not. We were there. It's like
Ain't
pretty-
nobody there.
It was. It was. There were people there. It was
It's
fun.
out there in Hillsboro.
No,
Right?
It's in off 92nd.
It's like on 92nd.
Wait, it's out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was way out in
No,
Hillsboro.
it's like just south of where we bowl.
And
Oh,
if you
shit.
look closely at that picture,
But yeah,
you'll
you
see,
recognize this
oh,
guy
right on the website.
Holy shit, you
Wait,
guys are...
Was there another one with us in
Well,
it?
now
I don't
you're
know.
somebody. I think
yeah,
I
we're
think I got to
somebody.
do the podcast solo
According
now.
to the Portland Pickles, we are somebody. So
Look at that shit.
take that.
Yeah, there's Paul right on the website. There's Jeremiah on the website as well. That's hilarious. You're right on the landing page.
Wow.
So they do this thing where you do. So we saw Jeremiah there, and of course he pressured us into it, and they had pickle juice chugging contest.
Oh God.
Of which we were entered in it, and we did have to sign a very official looking document, and by that I mean it just said like name.
In marker.
Birth date.
Just like I'm not gonna sue you if I puke pickles.
No, there was nothing like that. It was just like our contact info. That's really all
okay.
it was.
And then you got a jar of pickle juice and
If
had
you
to
won.
chug it.
No, it was like a beer cup full
Gross.
of warm. Like,
I think we have a video of it.
Yeah, you could.
Dude, that's how you get botulism.
Did you post it on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's how you get a disease.
Well, it's fine. It's just salty water.
Ick.
It's
Warm, salty water. It's
so-
like you went to Florida and just
yeah.
went
Took
out into the sea and
It
took
was.
a nice sip.
Yeah, it was
That's
like
disgusting.
you felt. It was like getting tumbled in the ocean, except none of it went up my nose.
Oh yeah,
and
it's
all
like
of it
it's
went
like
in my
when you
mouth.
first try snorkeling and you fuck up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
That's
did that
exactly
in
what it
Hawaii
was
and I
like.
started to panic. I'm amazed I didn't get eaten by a shark. Never again.
So, Paul, spoiler alert, Paul won. And he won the very small jar of not even pickles. They're, what are they, like skewer things?
They're little gherkins that are
Gherkins.
used for like
Gherkins.
Bloody Marys.
Oh,
that
I
go
like
on top
gherkins.
Of
We
their
should-
spicy.
they're a nice
We should
sweet
have brought them
pickle.
into the studio.
I do like a gherkin.
But I learned the hard way that apparently drinking a whole thing of pickle juice makes me feel like complete garbage and then shit my pants.
Surprise.
Because that's what happened.
You shit your
I
pants?
have not done that in a very long time.
like in your pants, not just like had to go to the bathroom as an emergency.
No, I was like running to the bathroom. I
Oh.
was like actively and it just like it. I didn't quite.
You didn't
make
make it. Oh,
I
damn.
didn't quite. Well, because I
That's
was
a
at a
tough day.
thing and had to wait. I couldn't
Oh.
just go. It wasn't like at your house where you just are like, oh, I have to shit. I'm gonna go right now. I went to the bathrooms and there was a line,
Oh no.
and I was like, no.
Oh,
It was horrible.
That's a tough
So
day.
I just threw my underwear away and then pretended that nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, on the car ride home, Paul's just having fun, making light conversation with everybody. And he's like, hey, everybody, when's the last time you shit your pants?
And you went 10 minutes ago.
I didn't because everyone was still in the car.
Oh,
I
had-
wait, who's everyone? Like some of you guys.
of Paul's friends.
Oh, okay.
His friend and her daughter were
Well,
in the car.
and the whole reason I said that was because we both drank the pickle juice,
Yeah.
and it both hit us really hard. I didn't know this happened the entire time.
You were just sitting there like looking
I was just
forward
sitting
to
there
getting
saying,
home.
I just want to get home because I got to take care of business. So then I was, and I made a comment, oh my gosh, I'm going to shit my pants. And then so I turned around. I was like, hey, I need to figure out when everybody else, because I was like, I might shit my pants in this car. So let me gauge this car to see how okay with her with that. Yeah, so the response was varied. And Bjorn said, I can't remember the last time I shit my pants. Lies.
I absolutely could remember.
You protected a child from the truth.
Did.
That's
I
that's a
did.
time-honored tradition.
Yeah. And then I found out, along with part of the
Marija.
crowd at last night's show.
Oh, yeah, because I talked about it on stage at
Oh,
5.
okay.
It came up.
You waited for that to let Paul know.
And then I
Just-
revealed it, and I
Just
even
because
said
you
that.
wanted him to laugh harder.
Yeah. And you had just talked to somebody because he was by himself. So dude, it was packed last night. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Like it was
That's great.
Like pretty much a full room.
Yeah,
so he
listen to
didn't
that,
have
guys.
to
It's a
sit
good time.
alone
Go
at
out
a
to
four
vibe.
top this week. He had to sit with other people. And what happened? You like had just
So
met them?
I sat there, they sat down, and they were just being friendly. So, hey, have you been to the show before? I said, yeah, it's a great show. I love going here. And I'm a little biased because my partner is one of the hosts, and they asked, "Oh, who's your partner?" I said, "Bjorn." So, cut to 5 minutes later, Bjorn's on stage saying, "And I've got something to confess on what I did today." So he says it, and they both kind of just turn around and look at me for like my response.
And you were just like,
I was like, haha.
I'm just finding
That's
out
my
now.
guy. He's
I was
up
like,
there
yeah.
shitting himself.
Shitting his pants. 36 and still shitting them.
So Bjorn, when was the last time you shit your pants? Now that you can answer that question.
I don't know, maybe 24 hours ago.
24 hours ago?
Yeah, it was about. No,
Yeah.
it was about 24 hours ago.
But there you go. Now you're that keeps you. You're still a few years away from the midlife crisis.
So Nick,
when you stop shitting yourself, that's when the midlife crisis hits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, is that when it hits?
I
when
think
you
so.
stop or
Yeah, because that's a youthful thing to do.
Okay, it
When
is.
you were a baby, you did it all the time.
when's the last time you shit your pants, Nick?
I
Yeah.
can't remember. I definitely have. I'm trying to remember.
I love that, like the assurance.
You're like,
I don't know when it was.
Yeah.
but it's happened.
The time that comes to mind.
I've sharted in at the ski area where like you're like, this is definitely a fart, and you're like, oh no, I'm done skiing for the day.
Like I've had some close calls in the last year where I was just literally sitting at home and then I farted and I was like,
That was an iffy one.
It's like, thankfully I'm just at home and I walked across the room and figured it out. But like,
And it's
one time I remember where I was somewhere is like when I was in high school, I was going to the fairgrounds to do like every week we had archery at the 4-H building.
Mm-hmm.
And I went there, I got there, I walked in, I trusted a fart. I was mistaken. And I went up to the instructor and I said, hey, I'm not feeling good. I got to go home. And I fucking left. Drove myself home and I told no one.
And you told no one.
Oh,
It's
man.
I may have.
Wait. Did you drive home fart underwear or shit underwear still on?
Really?
Or did
You
you
didn't
like run to the
just ditch 'em?
restroom, flip that?
Well, it was like, no, I didn't run to the restroom. I think I just was like that. And then I was just like, okay, this isn't that bad of a situation.
yeah.
I'm just going to roll with it. I'm going to
Yeah.
get home.
You just hope it just got to the inner cheeks and not the outer cheeks.
Yeah, it
That's
wasn't
really
exactly. It wasn't like an explosion. It was just a little.
And you don't really know until you stand up and start walking the extent of your shart.
Yeah,
I
most of the
suppose, yeah,
time,
that's
so.
that's true.
I'm a ditch the underwear kind of guy. But
Like
then-
immediately.
Like,
Well,
as
I was
soon
in
as
a
possible.
public place
Yeah.
at an event for youth. I was a youth, but there were other youth there. It was like
Other youth.
it was not a good place to be ditching underwear. There's just legal and moral implications to both.
And I just thought of something.
What?
Jessica's hat literally
Yeah.
said
Pee pee
pee
poo
pee
poo.
poo poo. Our friend Jessica was wearing a white baseball cap that said pee pee poo poo. She must be psychic. I
Yeah,
mean, that's
she
just
knew.
she knew that
She
you were
knew.
gonna shit your pants
I
that
was
day.
gonna shit my pants.
So it's just nothing but class yesterday.
Yeah,
you
it
guys
was-
just
it
had a
was-
really upscale,
Well, it was a
fancy day.
it
for-
was a beer. It was a beer fest.
Yeah.
You went
and-
to a beer fest at a what? Are
Pickles
they
game.
minor
Pickles
league
game.
or are they
I
even
don't
in a
know.
league?
I think
Triple A or
It's just
something.
Yeah.
people having fun.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's a farm league or whatever that means. It's like it's not professional. and
Yeah, it's
not
people with
minor,
regular jobs.
I don't know if it's minor league or I think it's Triple A. I think
Yeah.
that's the one below.
Like these
minor
people
league.
tell the warehouse that for the season they're unavailable on Saturday,
Yeah.
and they go and they play baseball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so they're not. It's not really a league. It's just like some boys that like to hang out.
I know it's a real league. I mean, there's like a whole bunch of teams. But
Oh.
what was funny is we watched a whole game before Paul realized that the Pickles were not actually playing yet. They were in the second game
Because
not
it
the
was a
first
double
game.
header.
Oh damn!
So
And we
And we
just-
left
and you
in
were
the
like
middle.
enthusiastic. You were just like, "Go Pickles!"
and,
And you're like, "Some of them have a green shirt. That must be the Pickles."
and it dawned on me because I kept waiting to see the Pickles logo on the backs of some of these
or
guys.
like, do they have a mascot that's like a pickle dressed
Yeah,
up
yeah,
and jumps
yeah.
around?
And I thought every time
remember
I looked
they
in the field,
had that thing go viral that we looked at where
Oh,
it was
yeah.
like
missing mascot.
the mascot had the like fake penis dick pic
Yeah,
thing
that's
that
hilarious.
they got in trouble for. Right when Jeremiah was on here.
I
but
do remember that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but it was a beer fest, and it was kind of funny when we got there that you had to buy tickets
Okay.
to get beers, and
Oh yeah, that's how those work, right? You pay like $40 and you get a bunch of tickets or
Yeah.
tokens and like a glass, right?
They didn't have glasses.
They didn't
They
even
had
have
like
the glasses?
small plastic cups that were like this, like maybe a
Boo.
little more than a shot, like
maybe like a shot and a half of beer.
shot and a half of beer.
Yeah, because
But we
you're
didn't-
getting the like 3-ounce taster.
But we bought the tickets when we got there, and they're
Yeah.
like, "How many tickets do you want?" They're like, "You want 20?" And we were like, "20?
I can't drink
gotta
20
drive
beers."
home." And then we
And
got
then you
'em,
find out that
and we're
4
like,
tickets gets you a quarter of a beer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
20 tickets is a beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
yeah.
been to those beer fest things, and they're just like, yeah, it's $38, and you get a glass and enough tickets to fill it basically twice.
yeah.
And you're like, okay.
But the challenge was, so we went through the first round of tickets pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then we did the pickle shot.
Yeah.
And then we had just bought 20 more tickets.
And
our
so Bjorn
stomachs
was
were-
having a good time.
No,
No.
we could not. I
I
gave them
couldn't
away.
do anymore. It was
Yeah.
hot. It was kind of miserable. So we gave
Yeah,
him.
that sounds wild.
There was a guy sitting next to us that had a beer, and I was like, "He's definitely 21.
Yeah.
Here's some tickets, bud." And he was stoked. So
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
All right, let's let our audience
yeah,
have
this-
a break from the shit talk.
Oh
maybe.
yeah, no, that's fine.
Do you want to talk about
weddings?
weddings?
Because we both just went to a wedding. My
We
brother,
did. I went to
shout out to
2.
Stellan, who was on the podcast
Mm-hmm.
a while ago, helped us build out this new studio.
Yeah.
He got married a
Nice.
couple weeks ago,
And you were in the wedding, right?
I was in the wedding. I wasn't best man.
Mhm.
I was just a man.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I
that's
was
called.
in like a month and a half ago. I was in my buddy Matt.
I was in the party.
my buddy Matt, listener of size 10. He's
Yeah.
one of the nobodies.
One of the.
I think we
nobodies.
should
We
instead
should
of the tenors, the nobodies. I like the nobodies.
call our followers the.
All right,
nobodies.
guys. Sorry about this if you don't like it, but you're now the nobodies. So yeah, one of the nobodies out
One
there.
of the nobodies.
Matthew, he got married, and I was just one of the men.
Yeah. And did you do a speech?
I did because the best man didn't really like public speaking, so he
So
did.
you did the speech.
Well, he went up and he said like a joke,
Mm-hmm.
but then I went up and I did a set, and
Murdered.
yeah, like minute and a half, fucking leveled.
Yeah.
You
Did
know.
you s-
Like a knock joke.
like
No, he it was just like a one-liner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just like
Oh.
Knock. Who's there? You're married.
yeah.
like a
Thank you.
like a street joke.
No, it wasn't a street joke.
Like
it was like
A
a
ridge.
yeah, it was original. It was like about him and Matthew and their
Oh, okay.
and their relationship.
But you were stoked. Like I think you texted me or something. You were just like, "Oh man, it went really well."
Oh, it was
Right?
the easiest audience
Totally.
in the world. Did you do a speech?
I did at
Nice.
the rehearsal. No, not rehearsal dinner. What was that?
No, that was the rehearsal
dinner.
Yeah.
at the rehearsal dinner.
Okay.
So, because his best man was gonna do did a speech
Mhm.
at the actual wedding, and then I said
Did he
I
want
wanted
to keep
to
it
do
a surprise?
speech. Huh?
Did he keep it a surprise, or did he do his speech at the rehearsal dinner too?
No, he didn't do it at the
Oh, okay.
rehearsal. He did it at the actual wedding.
Yeah.
He waited. So I did a set and it went really
you
well.
and I are talking about it as a set. We're just
Well-
like, yeah, I'm trying to get laughs here. I give a fuck
was-
about my friend.
It was one of those things like I knew it was coming up, and so I was like working on it, and then I got COVID for 2 weeks, and my brain was just mush, and
Yeah.
I just couldn't. I still did. It still went great. Someone fell out of a chair when
I didn't knock anyone out of a chair. Baby, you were funny.
Did
than
I
me.
tell the airplane story
No,
about my
what's-
brother
no.
on here?
What's the airplane story?
I'm not gonna be able to do it as
Did
good
he
as
shit his pants on an
No,
airplane?
he didn't shit his pants on an airplane.
I thought we were done with the shitting.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
Said
I
to be
mean-
done. It's gross.
I know, but like Bjorn's a callback.
So-
it's like maybe that's what we're doing here.
It's like I just like folded. I wish I was
Yeah,
that organized. No, it's just that when he was a baby, I was babysitting him, and the airplane game.
No.
Where you
Oh,
lay-
here
you
comes
lay-
the airplane, like with
No,
food.
no, not with food.
That's
food
still
is
how I
involved.
eat.
That's the train.
Food is involved in this.
Yeah, no, that's still how I eat.
Air-
Every time I have a hot dog, I have to cut it up into pieces and I fly
Here
them in my
goes.
mouth.
What if I just love the idea of like you being like, hey,
That's why I've been so
to
much
your
happier.
girlfriend, just being like,
Yeah,
hey,
that's why I've been so much happier in a
need you
relationship.
to
I had
do
no one to fly
something.
food into my mouth until then, and I was like, now I'm back in it, and
Dude,
I'm eating well.
that
again.
would be the
That's-
best
that
bet
was
losing
game changer.
thing is to make someone do that at like a fancy ass restaurant.
Yeah.
You got to go to a fancy.
You got to go to
restaurant
somewhere
and be like,
somewhere where you order somewhere where you order like
a filet mignon.
no,
or-
where you just pay them an amount of money and they bring you shit.
Oh,
type
like
of
a
restaurant.
foga de chao.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like a there's this course you choose, like
yeah.
you have 3 options, 3 options,
Yeah.
3 options, and a wine pairing for $40, and like so everybody spend $180 a ticket.
Yeah.
One of those places, and then
Totally.
just like pick up like a radish or whatever the radish with like duck fat on it or whatever
Yeah.
they serve at a French restaurant, and just be like, "Here comes the airplane," and just make sure to say it loud.
But
Just
you
be
have
like,
to wear a really
"Vroom!"
cool bib for this too.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta go
Pull
all
out
in.
a bib. You're like,
Oh,
all right,
yeah.
I'm ready.
with like Blue's Clues on it or
Oh,
some
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Plastic catches all of the.
Just feel like, hey, is it cool if I put like this plastic tray here? I need a placemat with like the
Yeah.
states.
I brought my own chair. And it's one
I'm
of
trying to
those
learn the
feeding-
state capitals right now, and I need this placemat.
Yes.
Just be like, you know,
Yeah.
friggin'
I don't need the
Illinois,
appetizer. I brought my own Cheerios.
Springfield. Is it Illinois Springfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Look at that. I don't fucking
Providence, Rhode Island.
I don't need a placemat, dude.
Nah, dude.
Fucking nailed it.
You got it.
I thought of one that I knew.
Dude, what about Minnesota?
St. Paul.
Yep. This is hilarious. I got the when I moved to St. Paul, or I moved to Minneapolis, and I was I had to take the test to get my new driver's license for the state, and I missed
And that was on the test?
that was the warm up question.
What the fuck does
and
that
I
have to
missed
do
it.
with
I
knowing
was
how
like-
to drive?
I didn't know it. I was like, I totally
See, this
blanked on
is
it.
these goddamn farm
No,
people.
it was the
And
it
they
was the
have this
question.
work ethic, and I'm sick of it. They're like, you had to have worked hard in school to be able to drive. As if your vision is good and you know the rules of the road,
Yeah.
what does
Dude,
it
I
matter what
actually
state capital it is?
I didn't pass
Who cares?
it. But no, that
That's
was,
true.
that was the warm up question, and I got it wrong.
That was the warm up. What?
because it was on a compute, like an old ass computer with like I don't know a thing like the.
What do you need to warm up for?
I don't know.
Just to make sure
They're
you
like,
know
here's
how to
how
click?
multiple choice questions work.
Oh, it was multiple
okay.
choice?
Yeah.
What
They-
were the choices? What
I
did
don't know.
you
It
choose?
was like, and I think I chose Minneapolis,
I was like Minneapolis, St. Paul, Duluth.
Duluth,
and
and
one of the other
Rochester, or like some weird like.
I only know those 3.
Yeah.
What else is
Like
in Minnesota?
Apple Valley. I don't know. There's tons.
10,000 lakes or something.
Yeah. There's tons of like.
Lakeville, probably. They probably got
there's a
Lakeville.
Lakeville. There's a
There's
Lakeville.
got to be. There's a lot of lakes.
There's an Excelsior, which I believe
That's a
is
fun
where
name.
Prince's Paisley Park is at. His like
Fun.
recording studio. Anyway.
What the hell were we even talking about? We really
Oh,
got
we were
distracted.
talking. I like this.
The
Which-
airplane story.
The airplane story. So there's this airplane game that a lot of people know, but a lot of people don't. It's like I don't know where it's like a parents do this with their kids. You lay on your back,
Okay.
and then you put the child on your feet,
Yeah.
and then you like hold them up, and you hold their arms, and then you make like airplane noises.
Oh, and then the
Right?
child.
And the child throws up directly into your mouth.
Oh, you have.
'Cause that's
you
what
and
happened.
Stellan told this story
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the pod.
So I told that story,
Oh, okay.
and then I
I
don't even
figured
remember
there was probably, from the way you introduced
No.
it, I figured there was a bodily function involved.
there was.
Well, yes.
And then the part that made people fall out of the chair is I was like, and that was when I was, that was the time as a teenager that I tasted my mom's breast milk again. And everyone just died.
Literally, Uncle somebody over
Some
there
uncle
fell out of
fell
their
out of a
chair,
chair,
laughing.
spit his beer out. Like multiple people spit as I said that.
Okay, yeah, that's. I didn't say anything quite that risky.
Dude, all
My,
of it was
my
ripped.
closer-
I totally forgot about it,
Oh.
and then like even during it, I was like, I just didn't even. I completely spaced it, and then someone's like, "Bjorn, you're next." I was like, "Shit."
You're like, oh shit, I
Okay.
gotta wing it.
So I was winging it, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've
No,
done
I
enough
kind of
comedy.
wrote like an outline of mine, and
Yeah.
then I talked it over with Matthew. Like he wanted me to do a speech because I do comedy, and he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you'd be good, and so, and I was like, that sounds fun,
Mm-hmm.
and so I did. I ran the speech by him and his wife, and they liked it, but my closing joke was, what did I say? I said I knew that this was true love when Matthew moved in with Sarah at the beginning of the pandemic. and is still yet to mention how much money he's saving. And all of his friends were there, and they, we all know that he's not a big money spender.
He's frugal.
He's frugal. Yeah, he's kind of like my dad. Like, loves a bar.
So he poaches his eggs in spaghetti sauce too.
No, but he definitely knows all the hacks to like get the most food off the Burger King value menu, like those kind of things.
Oh.
Like he was really fired up about like getting a bunch of food for like $4 at Burger King or Taco Bell or any of those.
It's just like, but then you just have, No.
I know, but like and different strokes for different folks.
Right.
Anyway, that joke, his friends
Loved it.
friends like that joke a lot.
That's
That
nice.
was a big pop at the end.
See, you were smart about it. You wrote it. You tested it, did a test audience. You you shopped it around a little bit. Probably reorganized it. I didn't even close on that joke. Like I told more stuff afterwards, and then I was just genuine at the end.
Yeah.
But,
no, I was genuine in the middle, and then I was like, I gotta leave.
I wanted to leave on a laugh.
Fucking make them
I
remember.
could have left right there. I could have just
You
been
know.
like, and have
That
fun.
this
at your
whole
wedding,
day
dude.
was about them, but that was my 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes were me. I had to get some zingers in there,
But like, yeah. So we both had to get wedding shoes, or did you?
No, I
own
already
these?
had these. I bought these on sale back in college because I
Okay.
needed like black shoes to wear with a suit for like the career fair, and
Okay.
these were on sale.
So
and-
what?
They're Clarks with a pointy ass toe,
Okay.
and I don't love them. I wish they were shorter because I mean, look at how
yeah.
they
Pointy.
fully are just huge, and make my feet look. They look
I
kind
take
of derpy, like they're just so goddamn long.
Now what, Paul? You know about these kinds of shoes?
Yeah,
'cause you
that's
sold
a wingtip.
wingtip. I was like,
Yes.
there's a thing that I said, and you were like, nope, it looks like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably can't see on the screen, but check our Instagram, size 10 podcast.
Yeah, they've got all the like fancy leather like
Yeah.
that little,
cutouts
like-
and shit.
No, wingtips are they're classy. They've been around for a long time, and I like those shoes actually, and I like the toe box on those.
Okay.
I prefer a slightly longer toe box as opposed to a squared off or a round
I don't like a
toe.
square
Yeah.
toe, but just like a little bit less than that because it's just so long.
But the thing is, toe boxes really, in shoes, they actually define what decade the shoe was.
oh, okay. So,
So-
what decade would this be?
This is going to be in the last 10 years. You're going to see a lot more of those shoes.
Okay.
Squares were probably early 2000s.
Mm.
And then like the round toe look is definitely like a 90s type of vibe for this type of shoe.
Okay.
But and I could be wrong, but I think that's kind of the legacy of it. It was like more round than square. This is very more like Italian European inspired with that longer toe.
Okay.
So it's that's a nice
Well, that
pair of
makes me
shoes.
like it better.
Yeah,
you know, it's
no,
European.
no.
That's fancy.
And it looks great with a like this looks great with a suit too.
yeah,
this is a
it
great-
does. It does look all right with the suit.
Yeah.
I do like it with a suit.
How
I
comfortable
use-
were they?
They're not bad.
Yeah.
I've worn them a decent amount. I wore them for. I mean, I was wearing them for a whole day, and yeah, they're not terrible. Clark's. I mean, they're.
They've
I
got,
think
like, a
they're like
cork.
$150
Yeah.
brand new, and I got them for like 80 or something. Like they're not fancy or anything.
Yeah.
but
But they're a step up from like Dockers.
Yeah,
those
exactly.
kinds of-
typically, if I'm going to a wedding that I'm just at and not in, I'm gonna wear like the Vibergs, the brown boots, with like a pair of chinos and like maybe a tucked in button up and a blazer if I
Yeah.
really feel fancy. You know, and I feel like I like that look better because it's like a little bit less formal. I'm not a big suit guy.
Yeah.
You know, I'll wear it and it's kind of fun for like a short amount of time, but then it's like, this is a pain in the ass fucking tie.
I mean, we were outside in Montana
in the summer. It's like 95 and you got a wool jacket.
I have a jacket because like I was in the wedding. We had we had jacket, long sleeve shirt, which is like we could
Was
have
it
a
a
short
three-piece?
sleeve.
Did you have a vest
Had a
too?
vest.
Oh, fuck that.
And
So you're bundled up. You're
Yeah,
damn
yeah,
near
yeah.
going to the ski hill.
And then
and it's fucking 90.
he got my brother. Bless his heart.
Oh, bless his heart.
Bless his heart. He got everybody. All the in his party had bow ties.
Bow ties.
Not clip-ons.
Oh, good.
Tie yourself. Exactly.
No, you have to tie it yourself.
So 0 of the people in the wedding party had ever tied one or
Yeah, that's what
worn
the
one.
internet's for.
Right. So we are getting
You're
ready.
supposed to know how to tie a fucking
We're
bow
getting
tie.
ready, and my brother had been like, "Oh, it's fine. Bjorn knows how to tie a bow tie real good." I did 5 years ago when I would wear them all the time.
Yeah.
I
We've talked about them on here. I have a couple, and I wore them a couple times, like when I was in college, because apparently I just needed to make sure that I didn't get laid. And so, yeah, I wore them a couple times. No, it's fine. I was a douche. But
would you hit on me, Paul, if I was wearing a bow tie in college? In college, like I'm not going to any formal event. I'm just,
You know what though?
getting educated.
I'm gonna say yes because bow ties back in like the 2008 to 2010 range
Okay.
had a major resurgence. So bow ties were really
was that kind of
cool.
like when the fedora first came back in, and like was the fedora also cool?
that,
at
that
the
was
time?
also, and then also that was the time where you would wear a vest with a t-shirt and some jeans and some loafers with no socks. So that was a whole vibe like back then. So yeah, I probably would have. Yeah.
Okay, well,
So,
whenever I learned to tie a bow tie was
Okay.
well past that time.
Okay.
It was just dumb.
You're like,
But-
you're like, I saw this somewhere on TV 5 years ago. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give it a
no,
shot.
I was just like, I maybe if I wear something crazy, people will think I'm confident. It's
Yeah.
like, no, they'll think you're a dickhead.
Yeah.
just a
'Cause you
dork,
are.
like
You're just a
fucking
nerd.
Yeah, just being a nerd.
Sitting there in
But,
engineering class.
As
we
long as
already
Bill
knew.
Nye the Science Guy wears bow ties,
Yeah.
I'll always think they're sexy though, because he pulls it off like no other.
He does.
He does.
He's got a good style.
Yeah.
It was fun to know how to tie it because it's kind of
I still
it's
do.
kind of like fiddly and like hard to do.
Yeah.
But then once you figure out, you're like, oh, this is cool.
So, we had talked about it. My brother was like, "You're gonna help everyone tie their bow ties." And I was like, "Cool, got it, whatever." Just figured I knew how to do it. But then we're like getting ready, and they're all nervous. Like I have a video on my phone of my brother throwing up. He says it wasn't nerves, but I'm pretty sure it was. He said he drank too much water too quickly, and then just threw up like everywhere outside. He went outside, but I took a video.
Exorcism
No,
throwing
it
up
was
is what it
probably
was.
the anxiety of making a lifelong
Yeah,
decision.
yeah, exactly.
And
In
it
your
being kind of
20s.
go time for that. Yeah.
And everyone was like weird and nervous. Like everyone was having fun, and then it was just very weird when we were getting ready.
Yeah.
And so they were like doing shots of Bullet
Nice.
whiskey.
We did tequila, but yeah.
Yeah. So they were doing shots, and like and we were just drinking beer, and it was hot out, and like the shots, I took like 2 shots, maybe a shot of tequila too, and like
That's
hit
a little
me-
much.
It hit me so hard, and then it was like, all right, Bjorn, time to tie. Show everyone how to tie
And
a
you're
bow
just like,
tie.
oh, yeah,
and
he's
I'm
like,
like kind
ah.
of sloppy drunk at that point.
whap yeah. And then you're out of hearing you guys.
So I'm
put
like
there.
trying to explain it, but like my muscle memory, I could do it. I could just be like,
You're
oh,
just
you guys,
like-
you just do this. Just watch what I do.
Just watch what I do.
Nobody, and I just kept tying it over and over.
I like the idea that you were like slurring your words, fully blacked out. You're just like, watch what I've done.
So I was like, I mean,
All they hear is
It wasn't-
wah, wah,
Oh.
wah, wah.
But
feel
you're
like
just
I
over
wasn't-
there just tying
it
the
wasn't
bow tie.
that like blacked out, like been drinking for a long time. It was like, oops, I had a few too much, didn't eat enough food. Like, you kind
Yeah,
of get
that-
where you're just too buzzed.
That spot where you're just like you're when you turn your head,
yeah.
the world stays over there just for a second, and then just kind of
Yep.
We were like,
just
oops.
saunters on over to where you're
Like-
looking.
Like when you're enjoying too many bottomless mimosas, and then you're just like, oh no, who's gonna drive home? Like kind of
Yeah.
that moment where it was like, oops, like a little bit here and there, and then I'm like, oh no, how am I gonna tie all these? But and then like they're trying to do it, none of them can do it. They're getting frustrated. They're all nervous.
They
It's
didn't
weird.
have the internet.
No, we did. We were
Oh.
looking. They were like watching YouTube videos, and they just their tie. Like I would tie it perfectly, no look, and then they would tie theirs, and it would just look like garbage. So, and it was starting to get down to the wire. So I was
Yeah.
like, okay. So they lined up. There was a mirror because I couldn't look
Oh,
at them.
so you
and
had to
tie
go
it.
behind them
So
and like
and I'm the shortest one.
Yeah.
So they're like on their knees in front of me in a mirror, and I can tie it almost. And actually, I didn't even need the mirror. I just stood behind them, and I could just tie it. It was
Wow.
very weird, and so I tied everybody's bow ties, and they looked amazing. So
nice.
they look great. So
And so, what about the shoes you
yeah.
wore?
So these
Let's-
are the shoes that I wore.
And what are these?
These are Nordstrom brand what is it called? Monkstrap?
Yep, it's a double Monkstrap.
Double Monkstrap.
Okay, that actually has kind of the same shape as mine.
Yeah.
Like your toe is a little less pointy, but not, or like long,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still kind of that shape. Let me see those. Oh, those
I
are nice.
we went to
Leather feels
Nordstrom
nice.
like the week before because I have those ones that Paul was just throwing shade at. I have the Dockers. They're kind of like yours, I want to say, but they're like round. They're very
okay.
round. They're wides. They're like a Docker's wide, and
Yeah.
they were the most comfortable dress shoes I've ever worn, and then I wore them too long once, and they're not.
How are these?
These are all right. It became a bit much, and I did have to take them off, and I switched my outfit to like literally like something like this.
Oh, like for the reception.
Yeah,
for,
and
like, the
everybody
dancing
was
and all that
upset
shit?
when I did that.
Nah,
I mean,
the
like
hell with 'em.
I waited till after we ate.
Yeah, you let them get a lot of
people were
good pictures.
dancing. It was still hot as shit, and I was like, I'm done.
Hawaiian shirt makes the pictures fun too.
I'm done.
Yeah.
And so I went flip flops, short.
We stayed in our suits, but
chubby
eventually we
shorts.
all took our ties off and put our ties around our heads.
Nice.
Just because it was fun and we were kind of drunk.
Oh, this was kind of fun. All of the outlaws. So like Paul, my sister's boyfriend, and then who was the other
The
person
Outlaws?
that was in that picture? Oh, Brian, my cousin's
Why were you outlaws?
husband. All of the
And
like
Kyle.
and
I think,
Kyle.
yeah.
All of the like husbands.
Oh, like
basically,
the partners.
all of the partners.
Yeah.
We were calling them the outlaws instead of the in-laws.
Oh, okay.
That's the wordplay. And that,
okay.
they all wore bow ties, which was really cool.
Mm.
Or I mean,
Bolos.
bolo ties.
Bolo
excuse me.
ties.
we all
Okay,
wore
that's
Bolo
fun.
ties instead of bow ties. Yeah, and
Going
that
for
was
the
cool.
Western look.
Yeah,
Well,
very
when you're in Montana.
Yeah,
I mean,
when you've watched Yellowstone.
and they're
And you're just like, I'm going to fit in the country.
and pro tip, they're surprisingly easier to tie than a bow tie.
Aren't they just
So
a goddamn bead on a string?
Yeah,
that's
much.
true. But
You just cinch it up to a comfortable level, and
Yeah.
it's actually you don't even want to go
It's
all
like
the way
if
up.
you can cinch
wanna-
up the little thingamajig on the Jordan 5s, like you could probably handle
now
a
if
bolo
you've got issues
tie.
putting that on, you've got
It's
bigger
yeah,
issues,
yeah.
probably.
How do I do this? You're like YouTubing how to tie a bolo tie.
And the internet they just bring up a video
It's
that's
just like your
just
middle
go
finger.
home.
Like maybe don't go to
Fuck off,
whatever
that's
the
all
thing
it
is.
Wherever you're going, you're not welcome.
you can't go.
Just don't go. Yeah.
I now want to do
everyone a favor and
step by
stay
step.
home.
At the same time, I want to do a step-by-step YouTube video of how to tie a bolo tie.
You should definitely do that
That would be
on the
hilarious.
channel
Like
to get us
5
some new
minutes.
viewers. Like people would definitely subscribe. People definitely that would get a lot of traffic, I think.
It's like how to tie a bolo tie.
I'm
like,
gonna see if there's a video
in
out there
10
right now.
easy steps. Like make it way too complicated.
Yeah.
Like first step, hold bolo tie.
Put it over your head.
Second step, loosen bolo tie. Oh, there is.
You can probably see from the twist forming. Do this until you use up both of your cords.
Oh, so that's like how to make the cord.
Look
Even?
cool. I don't know.
Just pull on one side and then pull on the other until they're the same.
Bolo
That's-
tie. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Bolo
is silly.
ties are sick.
They're kind of cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I went. We went shopping for dress shoes, and there was, I actually sometimes find like because I was looking at all the dress shoes, and I was like, I hate all of these. I hate all of them. And the guy helping
I'm
us,
honestly not a big fan of dress shoes.
I don't like any of
Like,
them. But I was like,
yeah.
I had to, and that's why it took so long to get them because I just don't like any of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just had to make a decision, and I was like, I like these. I found a pair of monk straps that I liked, but they didn't have my size.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did have these in brown, but they didn't have a display of these. And then they did have
But they
these
happen
in
to
my
have them in the
size.
back.
Yeah. And then hilariously enough, I ended up getting the Nordstrom brand while they were on sale during the Nordstrom's big sale.
Their anniversary sale.
Their anniversary sale.
So what'd you pay for those?
What was it, 200?
I think it was a little less than that. I think it was 100 something.
Yeah, it was only like $100.
Okay, and what
these.
were they supposed to be? Full retail?
I think 200. Some close to 200. But the
Nice.
funny thing is the ones I wanted that they didn't have my size were like 800.
Oh Jesus!
Which is hilarious.
Were they like
Because
some
if I would have saw that price, I'd have been like, nah, I am not
like
doing
Gucci or
that.
something?
No, they were put the Santorini's.
Santorini's.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
That
nice.
sounds Italian.
But I liked them, so I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna get like the poor man's $200 one. That's like
Yeah. Well, I feel like with this style of dress shoe, I'm going to wear it so infrequently. I don't really want to spend a lot on that.
No, that's kind of how I felt, but
I feel like boots, I like a dressy boot way more than I like
Yeah.
a dress shoe.
yeah.
But
Same.
I will say these though, like if on a date night, if you got a really nice pair of dark denim on, you can go two ways depending whatever you're wearing. You can wear a pair of nice dress shoes with some cool colored socks,
Yeah.
or some really cool sneakers, and you still pull off the same look.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a different way of thinking about it. So I like dress shoes.
Yeah, I like dressy boots. I like the chukkas
Mm-hmm.
that we're going to talk about next.
Yeah.
I feel like I like the boot or the chukka look better than the dress
Yeah.
shoe. Like especially with denim. I feel like dress shoes with denim, I've never liked that look.
I've
very
never
much.
done that, so I don't
I've
know.
never done it either because I didn't like how it looked. Like I'd try
Yeah.
it and I'd be like, nah, this ain't it.
I've done Tim boots with my black Tim boots. I've done those with dark denim, and I thought that looked really good.
Yeah, but that's boots with denim. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
That's now you're going for like a workwear type aesthetic, right?
Yeah, yeah. Though I don't really wear my my Tim boots anymore because I used them on my motorcycle so much that like one of them has this like really big indent
Just
from
a
the
big old,
shifter.
yeah.
Like
No,
they're
that's kinda
worn out
cool,
right
though.
there. Is that cool? Okay.
I mean, as long as it's not a hole. If
No.
it's just like a piece of wear that shows that you ride a motorcycle,
Yeah.
then you're just a cool guy wearing boots that
Okay.
rides a motorcycle.
Okay.
You're like a hard-working fella, but also with a motorcycle. That just makes you manlier.
Dude, we found a motorcycle for Paul. It's a
Nice.
Bernelli
Yeah, Bernelli, T135.
TNT 135.
What's
Yeah.
a Bernelli? Bring that up.
Let me
I want to
pull
see
that
a
up.
Bernelli.
They're pretty sick. Last thing about this dress shoe, though,
Yeah.
I want to say that I didn't expect is that there's these buckles as opposed to ties. And if you know me, I have a really hard time because I have this hip issue with like touching my foot.
Benelli? Like the
Benelli.
people that make shotguns?
Maybe. Yeah, Benelli. Was I selling? I think I put an R in there. Benelli.
Wait, look up
yeah.
if Benelli shotguns and Benelli motorcycles are the same Benelli.
Is it the same? I'm curious now too. Is it a different company?
I would imagine.
Google
so.
does Benelli make motorcycles and guns? Because I know for a fact that Husqvarna has
They make
made guns.
motorcycles.
No, one of my dad's friends has a Husqvarna like 270 that
Really?
he like hunts deer with,
That's
just like
sick.
an old wood, bolt action rifle. Does
That's-
Benelli make
well,
motorcycles
I mean,
and
guess,
guns?
I guess if you're making like metal bars and metal parts.
Yeah, if you've already got all the stuff for like,
like,
machining
bending-
pieces
yeah,
of metal, then
would-
all you're doing is putting together pieces
that
of
makes
metal.
more sense than like. I mean, I guess now that I'm saying it, I'm
Yamaha
like,
makes fucking
Well, it's like-
guitars and motorcycles.
yeah, and pianos.
Yeah.
like
Yamaha makes a bizarre mix of things.
a mix of
Don't
products.
they make like TVs too? They've made various electronics. too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's like every company like tries to branch out, but like
Mitsubishi
does like.
Mitsubishi does
Well, that's because it was
electronics.
it was a company, it was a Japanese, like
government-owned
Yeah, yeah,
company
yeah.
that
It
just made the stuff they were
Yeah.
told to make.
they
They
made
were just
they started out making airplanes.
huh.
I'm pretty sure for like
Yeah.
World War one of them.
Crazy.
One of them. I don't know which. I don't know the facts on that one. But now they make cars and they make air conditioning, like industrial air conditioners.
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah. I've
forced
seen-
air.
Yep. Like heat pumps.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, it's not quite loading.
it's
Let me
not
try
loading.
this.
Okay.
Well,
but I had a
yeah.
really hard time with these buckles because of my lack of flexibility in being able, like that part with my hip. So I literally need somebody to help me to like get this like this one. I just can't.
So
on-
these
on
are
this
not
side.
good for you, like in
Nope.
an emergency situation.
No, they're not, and I can't. And they're like a little too tight around this part for me to do like a slip-on sort of thing.
Oh shit.
Because
okay.
otherwise, I was like, well, maybe I could just like run them loose, and then nope, I can't do that. So that was the one problem with this. Is I do need like assistance. I mean, I can kind of do it, but it's really painful. It's
Okay.
just nicer to have.
Yeah,
somebody
that
help
makes
me
sense.
get into my dress shoe.
Yeah.
Babe, can you zip me up into my dress shoe? Can you buckle me, please? I feel like a toddler.
Yeah. No, it's your version of like a cute dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
All right, Paul, let's hear about the Chukka Boots.
Because you got these in 2 colors. You almost should have brought one of each. That would have been kind of cool, right?
Yeah, so I did get these in 2 colors, and fortunately enough, unlike both of you, I wasn't in the wedding party, so I could have a little bit more flexibility. In what I
Yeah,
wore.
you could wear something a little bit less of like a rigid, dressy, whatever.
Yeah, so I ended up just getting these Chukka Boots also at the anniversary sale.
Mhm.
So they were like $69.
Oh, that's a no-brainer. Then.
So it's similar to that.
So he bought
Clark
all
style.
the colors.
So I bought all the colors.
So what'd you get? Navy and what else?
I got navy, and they had this like gray beige kind of color.
Okay.
So I wish it was more of a tan, but I think it'll work. It's just nice. I mean, it's just a classic silhouette.
No,
now.
it looks like a Clark's Desert Boot, but
Yeah.
with more of like a Goodyear welt.
Yeah.
Whereas a Desert Boot is a stitch down, and
Yeah.
it's stitched down to just like, I guess this is basically crepe,
Yeah.
like gum rubber. Which is the same thing as the Desert Boot.
Yeah.
But this shit lasts. I had a pair of Desert Boots, and I have cooked those more than just about any other.
Yeah.
Like, I almost have a hole, like, right here on my Desert Boots, and the laces broke.
Oh,
I
no.
wore them till the laces broke.
Well, they're comfortable, and they're what I love about them. They're so versatile. Like I can wear those with jeans.
Yeah.
I can wear them with khakis. I could even get away with some like slacks on those.
Mhm.
And wear them
Short
with,
shorts?
Yeah, like booty shorts. You know,
Booty
would look
shorts.
really
Yeah,
good with
that's-
those.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, wear them with
Some hot pants.
the bearskin, the bearskin, whatever it is, the
Speedos.
jock.
A Speedo.
No, I like Chukka Boots.
Yeah.
I need to get another pair. I need to get just the classic Desert Boot.
Yeah,
I want those like the sand suede,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the original.
I wish they had that color,
Clark's
but
Desert
yeah,
Boot.
but it's nice, and I wore that to the wedding, and
I
it was
do
comfortable.
like the Goodyear welt though. I've thought about maybe getting like a really high end pair, like
Mhm.
some Aldens or Vibergs or something like that.
Yeah,
But I don't know if I want to spend $700 on
no,
Chukka Boots. Like that's a lot of money,
and also it's not like it's
especially when Clarks are like $130 out the door, and
Yeah.
they're like a classic, and
No, you
they're like arguably a better pair to have because you have the original,
yeah,
and
for
it's
sure.
like $100.
And these were like 2 for that price, and it was the anniversary sale.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
so that's why I was like,
That's
well,
a
let me get
no-brainer.
both
These
colors.
are such a good,
Yeah,
versatile shoe.
there we go.
Like you can wear those to work while you're bossing people around.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic.
Although I'm super excited because our new general sales manager,
Mhm.
he first day I met him, he's shirt, tie, dress slacks, and he's got some Nikes on.
Oh,
And I was
nice.
like,
what was he rocking?
Oh man, I don't know. They
You-
were
you
they
didn't
were
know?
they were black and white. They were a silhouette that I've never seen before, so I'm not quite sure what
Panda
they are.
dunks.
No, they weren't ducks. I think they were like a hybrid Jordan. So
Wait,
they
so
had
Paul, what's like the hottest heat that you've got?
shoe wise.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean,
oh yeah.
Mm.
Well, the ones he can't really wear would be like those
Those Off-Whites?
Off-Whites.
Off-Whites.
I
But-
saw a picture of those on r/sneakers the other day that
Yeah.
someone de-spiked them.
yeah.
I thought they looked kind of good. I'll dig that up and I'll
Okay.
send it to you.
I actually think the ones that I would probably wear to work, I think would be the ones we brought to we did the episode on, the twos,
The twos.
Yeah, those twos.
Yeah.
Those would be a good one.
because those would look good with like just like a pair of navy
the-
slacks, or like
Yeah.
even khaki colored slacks with a cool shirt. And
Mm-hmm.
so I might have to wear some sneakers to work.
See, that's kind of the difference between the Yeezys, I feel like, and some of the Jordans. Is like those twos, they almost look like dress shoes because they had a lot of those like
yeah, if you can find like
elements.
a pair of like slacks that or like chinos or khakis or whatever that fit them.
yeah,
For
or
sure.
even like those threes that you wore to the show last night.
Yeah.
Have we done those? I don't even
No.
remember. They're just the canvas ones,
Mm-hmm.
The muslins.
the muslin.
Yeah.
threes. Those are pretty classic, and those look good. Those I think would look good.
I feel
with
like
nicer
threes can look really good with like office clothes.
but like any of the like, what are you gonna
There
wear?
is no-
your foam runners.
You can't wear
No.
these.
With
You can't have
slacks.
these with slacks.
That's
You
tough.
look like a clown.
That's a tough sell.
You
That's
look
the
like
one
an
thing.
alien came to
I'd
Earth
be-
and tried
I'd
to
be-
dress up for business.
I'd be the reason they took away the sneakers.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah.
that would be
Something
like
that.
the Yeezy, the foam runners.
You
You
wear
roll
the
with the
foam
foam
runners.
runners.
Remember those memes back like 10 years ago where we used to have Casual Friday until so and so
Yeah.
took it too crazy, and it's like
Yeah.
some lady making coffees in like a thong.
Yeah, in the sweatpants that say juicy
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
yeah.
Somebody took
I
Casual
think you
Fridays
should get
a
the
little too-
sweatpants that say juicy.
Oh, yeah, I
And
have them.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. I figured if anyone I know has those, it'd be you.
But I'm so old now. It's probably should say like prune juicy.
Prune juicy.
It's good for you.
Yeah,
gross.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Pickle juicy.
Pickle juicy.
Big old
Same
callback.
effect.
I like that.
Go
I
full
like that.
circle.
Full circle.
Episode. Hey, I think
Disgusting.
that I feel good about that episode.
I feel good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was.
But-
I guess we could
Well, we
all
could ask it,
each
I
other,
think
but we
so.
all kind of know.
Well, let's just for
okay.
for the nobodies out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the nobody.
For the
nobodies.
nobodies.
I
Nick,
love that so much.
Pavement Princess.
Pavement
for sure.
Princess.
Princess.
Okay,
All
hold
right.
on. Let me just press that.
She is a princess.
And you
But
can just,
actually,
they look a little worn out.
honestly, this might be a blow the back out because I really have no intention of ever buying another pair of black dress shoes unless these break.
And those are
Yeah.
good quality leather. So.
Because I wear them less than once a year.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like they're every couple of years at best.
I mean,
shoe.
unless all your friends started getting married all at once. You might
Yeah,
be
and
wearing
I
them.
don't have enough friends.
But in that, but
for
then
that,
again,
so like you know,
I don't have enough
3 or
friends.
4 more, and I mean, that's all the weddings I'm gonna genuinely need to wear. Like
Yeah.
realistically, I'm thinking of people I'm friends with. How many of them will have me in the party? It's a pretty short list. I mean,
Well-
I'm one of them down already.
And
So
yeah.
Yeah, a few more,
well, and then like
and some of them might let me wear brown shoes,
Yeah.
which would be great because then I got the boots, and I
or
think those look better.
sneakers to the wedding.
Or
That was-
kicks.
so
yeah.
that was something that this is a weird rabbit hole that we started going down.
Mm-hmm.
And because we had a really long drive back here, we had a 10-hour drive. Oh, we
Yeah.
had to take a different route. We had to go through Libby. I forgot to tell you about
Oh,
this.
shit, I
because
got a friend from
Elmo,
Libby. I've been up
there's a there was a fire in Elmo, so we had to go
up to Libby. Did you guys go
we
to
drove
Kootenai Falls?
up all of northern.
Did you guys go to Kootenai Falls?
I believe
Stop
so.
at it.
No,
it's a
we didn't
waterfall right
stop.
by Libby.
We
It's
didn't
so
stop.
cool. It's a huge waterfall.
Oh.
It was in The Revenant. Remember that movie
yeah,
where
yeah.
Leonardo
Oh, with the
DiCaprio
grizzly.
didn't say
I've
anything
been-
but got
okay,
eaten by a bear?
I've
Yeah.
been
like
there.
there's a big ass waterfall in there, and that's
Yeah.
Kootenai Falls up by
Oh,
Libby.
okay.
Yeah.
I have been there as a kid. We were there, but like we drove through all of Idaho, and like there were some places like we went straight up Idaho, basically,
Huh.
like from Coeur d'Alene up
Oh,
the
like
Panhandle, and then you go
up
across.
through like Sandpoint or whatever.
Yeah, what was that one town that Bonner's Ferry? What was I calling it?
God.
There was a couple. There was a lot of. It was like there was a
I imagine you
huge
saw a couple
billboard.
of flags up there.
Oh, there was a lot of flags.
That's flag country.
But
Wait,
there
what
was.
was that one billboard? What did it say?
It said, "Welcome to Trump country. We believe in guns, family, friendship."
friendship.
It was
and-
like friends.
no, we love
neighbors,
guns. No, we love guns, family,
religion,
re-
God,
and our neighbors.
and our neighbors.
In that order.
in that
In
order.
that order.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh, we should move here."
Yeah.
They
Oh,
care
they,
about-
like, they love their neighbors.
They
Let's
do
move
love
here.
their neighbors.
Hey, they like gay people too. Awesome.
they didn't explicitly say
Nope.
that they
Hey.
cared who their neighbors were. They said
did
they
not.
loved them all.
They didn't. I
You
read the
guys
fine
should
print.
go there and hold them to it.
Yeah. All
Just
right.
be like, how's
You
it
gotta
going,
love me.
fellas?
You gotta love
You
this
said you
flag.
love your
gotta love
neighbors. I
me.
bought the
Sorry.
place next door, you know? And buy like the biggest place on the hill, you know?
Yeah.
Just really live beyond your
oh.
means.
100%.
So,
Yeah.
just are we going to
Blowing the back out.
Blowing the
actually.
back out.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, blowing the back out. I made a mistake. I spoke too soon.
There we
you
go.
know?
There we go.
I'm definitely. These are going to be pavement princesses. I mean,
She
I didn't
is
even
a
finish the
princess.
whole wedding with it.
Yeah.
like because they're just a little too uncomfortable. Dress
Well, you
shoes have
need help
never
to
been
put 'em on,
comfortable. and I
so,
need
like-
help to put them on.
Yeah.
I was able to slip.
Kind of
my
like if
foot
you
out of
if you
them.
lifted your truck so high you needed someone else to
Uh-huh.
give you a boost.
Like, hey babe, can you put the stairs away when I'm done? Like, can you roll the stairs up like an airplane?
You spent
thing?
all your money on the lift kit and you didn't have enough money for a
for the
ladder.
ladder.
The best part about that is someone 100% has done that.
Oh yeah.
Like most people with a lifted truck probably did that and had a period of time where they had to jump and hang on the little handle like a chin-up bar.
Or broke the handle like by doing
Actually,
it too much.
most people that drive a lifted truck for sure gonna break that handle.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I ripped so many pants getting into because my Ranger had a tiny, like, I think it was a spacer lift and big tires
Yeah.
on it. So the previous owner had that and
And like no like step.
no step. And so I had to use the handle to get in, and the amount of times I ripped so many pairs
Like
of
every
pants.
time one of your pants was getting a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
when it's getting a little tight, or it was like a little too tight, like I ripped, and it was always the worst timing. It was never like when I was leaving the house. It was like when I was in a place where I would have to like go to Target and like buy new pants, you know, or whatever. Like get some emergency pants where I had to shop with my underwear showing. You know, because of that, like I mean, all it was just the stepping in, and it happened a bunch of times.
All right,
Just
Paul.
wear hot pants.
Yeah,
That
wear hot
solves
pants.
that.
I should have wear. Well, that was before they put stretchiness in everything.
Yeah.
I feel like 10 years ago, 10 years ago when I had that truck, sometimes pants were just a fabric, and it wasn't like a stretch fabric for doing yoga.
Yeah, and then you exceed the limits.
Athleisure had not hit yet.
Athleisure is dope.
Paul, are these going to be pavement princesses, or are you blowing the back out?
These are gonna get the the back blown out of them.
The black. Whoa!
Whoa! Sorry, folks. These are gonna. I mean, they're so versatile. I'm gonna wear them. All the time, even at work, and I just need to waterproof them a little bit, or to do some spray on them.
Yeah, get some of that shit you spray.
Because that's kind of what I've been waiting for to start really using them. But yeah, these are awesome shoes, so I'm excited for that. Every guy should have a pair of these in their closet.
Yeah,
because it's just a easy go to. So
yeah, like a Chukka boot. It just looks good with so many outfits, and it's like classy and it's also comfy.
Yeah,
that's the other thing is they're not that restrictive.
Yeah.
They're pretty comfy.
They're not those slick bottom, like leather bottom, like shoes that are like take forever to break in.
Yeah.
They're grippy right
they're
away.
Soft enough that a couple of wears in there.
Yeah.
You soften up the leather a little.
And $60 isn't bad too to thrash those.
For sure.
I did want to talk about something before we go because I thought it was funny because I want to know if you and your girlfriend did this because then we had a 10-hour drive home.
Yeah.
Obviously after going to a wedding, and at first it was fun. It was sort of just like because you're just like looking at all the stuff that they did, and you're like thinking about like what you would do differently.
Yeah.
And then both of us are just got to a point where we're just like we gotta stop talking about this because we're so organized. We're like talking about like venues and just like
fully started planning it.
Like what are they gonna wear? How many people? Who's gonna be?
Who was in our wedding party?
Yeah. No, I mean we both were like, okay, this is like I was with Matthew's wedding. There was like the stuff that I helped with, and there were the things that I thought were good and the things that I didn't.
You're just like no.
And then 2 weeks later, she was in a wedding of one of her friends.
Yeah.
That I got to just wear my boots to. But so then that one was what it was, and so we had notes on both of them, and 100% it was like, okay. This is giving me fucking anxiety, dude.
Yeah. We were like, but then we still had like more car rides, so we kept having to be like, what did we just like? So we're planning like for your wedding, not who.
I said for my wedding, I would like this because then we can still talk about it without like that anxiety level going up.
I know exactly. I definitely had like a lot of anxiety around that time because it was like.
Because you just get into it because it's kind of
it
exciting
gets in your
to talk
head
about
and it's on your mind and it is
Yeah.
exciting and it's one of those things where you're like, I mean, I don't know.
Here's
what I've thought at every wedding I've ever been to.
Yeah,
is it makes me nervous because I know how much these fucking things cost.
Dude.
And I've never been to a wedding and walked away and been like, dude, that was $50,000 so well spent. Fucking amazing party. God, I loved hearing a lady cry into a microphone for 5 minutes and then drinking beer out of a wheelbarrow. That was fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
They should have spent 70 on that. That was an experience, you know?
I got all that being said, I got to share with you some of the ideas that we had.
Okay.
Like, first one, no, we're not going to do a DJ.
No.
Karaoke. We're going to get everyone at the party singing the songs shitty.
And not just karaoke, live band
karaoke. Doesn't that, because it's all the stupid songs that everyone wants to hear anyway.
You want to know what my idea is, having been to weddings where there's songs and dancing?
What?
No dance floor at all.
No dance floor.
Just like a good soundtrack and create just a good bar. Like a quiet, Like, just
Okay.
create a great bar where people can go and hang out with their friends and have a couple of drinks. Because, like, I hate dancing.
Okay.
This is the thing. I just am not fun.
I love the idea of like you try to make
I'm-
it so
I'm-
it's impossible to dance. Like that's like your main thing
there
for
just
your
wouldn't be
reception.
a dance floor. Or there'd be, like,
nowhere to dance.
just
the
a
tables
little
are too
area to
close.
do, like, the first dance and be like, yay, they danced. You know?
You got a 4 foot by 4 foot section for your
Yeah,
first dance.
just do a little-
spin around in a circle.
Yeah, do
folks.
the little, the 2-step or whatever bullshit you do. I don't fucking know how to dance.
Two-step.
Yeah, or the like the
Yeah.
dance, or the guy's hands
Prom.
around the waist, or whatever
yeah.
it is.
Dude, I got to like
The waltz.
experience
Yeah,
prom
the waltz,
dancing again.
the polka.
The
polka.
Yeah, so like fucking you get fucking Weird Al on
Yeah,
his
there we go.
his solo, his originals, where he's got the
I
accordion.
think Weird Al would be $50,000 worth spent for a wedding.
If you spent the $50,000 on like a celebrity appearance and then got married
Then
at like
fuck
a
the dance
Wendy's,
floor. That's
that would
fine.
be
That's
fire.
fine.
You just get
I'm on
married
board.
at a Wendy's. Everybody gets a Baconator, but like 50 cents.
Yeah,
is
but
there.
Kanye's there. So.
Oh my God.
Kanye officiates.
Yeah.
That would be
At a
amazing.
Wendy's parking lot.
In a Wendy's.
Like a shitty,
Best wedding ever.
Oh, dude, that would be fire. You wouldn't forget that shit.
No.
Those photos, dude.
Those would
These
be-
bars,
These
Yeah.
bars.
these photos.
Have them sing Black Jesus.
Yeah.
No, I have him sing Whoopity Scoop.
Yeah, whoopity scoop. Yeah.
Lift yourself. Fucking walk down the aisle. Lift yourself. These bars right here. Whoop diddy scoop. Scoop dee whoop dee whoop dee scoop.
Repeat after me. Whoop diddy scoop.
Whoop diddy scoop doop. Poop.
You may now
A
kiss
classic.
the bride.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And then walk away to famous.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, so
The
yeah,
other-
those are my great
I
ideas.
love that, dude. I'm into it. But the other one was just like not dress shoes. You're supposed to buy your wedding party something. It's like I'd buy them like a cool sneaker that I like.
Matthew did hit it out of the park on that.
Yeah.
He bought us all matching Kirkland signature sweatsuits,
I do like
which
that.
was fire.
That's
That's
like,
the new champion.
because that was
I
your
like
friend
it.
that's really frugal.
yeah,
So
he's
was his whole
it makes
wedding
sense.
just like catered by Costco?
Costco made an appearance.
Costco
was involved.
Was very
But Matthew's
involved.
everything he owns
It's
is
just
from
like
Costco.
cheese plates and like
No, everything he wears is from
muffins.
Costco.
The rehearsal dinner.
He's
is
a
just,
genuine
just
Kirkland
muffins
enthusiast.
from
I know
Costco.
lots of people like that.
Like, he could probably tell you, like, that's from the 2015 collection. Like, before Trump really ran for president, they just felt more liberated at Costco, and that's when they did the fun colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the mood changed, and it was all gray tones.
Yeah, gray and red.
But that was my big thing. Was it was like, dude, uncomfortable shoes. Like we have to dance in these things. Like I think it'd be cool to do like some cool shoes, and it would like I don't know, or maybe like have it work with the colors of the suits or whatever.
Like, get everybody matching a matching pair. Like,
Yeah.
everybody's wearing
I was
Concord
thinking-
11s or something.
yeah, but that would be so much. You couldn't do something.
It would
that
be
would
expensive, and it would
that
also
you have
be
to get
like
off
kind of.
StockX, like something you could get. Like you could just go to a Dick's Sporting Goods and
You
just
see,
get.
here's the thing: is if I
Like an Air
Like-
Max.
like an Air
at
Max
my wedding,
90.
if I'm buying people shoes,
Yeah.
I'm buying them shoes.
Okay, what are you getting? What are you getting at your
Some
wedding
heat.
party? Sneakers.
We're getting heat.
Well,
Nice.
I
you
don't
gotta
know what-
choose one right now.
Okay, I got to choose one
Yep,
right
now,
now.
you gotta choose one.
Black
Mine's
cement 3s.
black cement 3s.
Because it's not Concord 11s, but it's still a classic, and it's
Yeah.
hard to get.
Yeah.
Nice.
What would
Yeah.
yours be, Paul? What would you get your?
Oh boy, I don't even know. I have to do a little bit of research and figure that
All right,
out.
panda dunks for everyone. The reverse panda dunks. 'Cause
The reverse pandas look kind of good, and they're not the pandas.
I was thinking Air Max 90s.
Okay.
I think. And I would either just do a classic black and white, or because those would be super easy to get. You can get those. You could go to Nordstrom and get them.
Yeah.
Or something that like works with the rest of I don't know, like matches the flower bouquets or some shit. You know?
Yeah, definitely depend on the color of
Yeah.
my wedding.
I'll be honest, though, I
Yeah.
don't think
or my wedding.
I don't think I would get married in sneakers. Like
Why not?
the altar picture, I would want that one, or the front, the
And
whatever.
heels?
Yeah.
Heels.
No, not heels. I think
Crocs.
just straight up
Crocs.
like No, like dress shoes or
Oh.
like
Those ones?
No, like the dress
Boots.
boots. I
Oh,
think
the
I
dress
would do
boots,
the
okay.
nice boots
Okay.
for that, and then I would I would maybe leave some
Quantum
flexibility.
the quantum Yeezys.
Oh God.
They're the Yeezy basketballs.
No, the Yeezy slides.
Yeah.
This is a cozy wedding.
Just the coziest.
Fucking sweatpants and
Flip-flops.
slides.
I almost, it's like, I don't know if like,
It's
if you're
inspired
gonna
by
have a
working
summer
from
wedding,
home.
I feel like you gotta make everyone dress accordingly. It's just like have it be like matching, floral shirts, or
Yeah.
something like that, like or tank tops
Sure.
or shirts v skins. Like, my wedding party, we're gonna be skins. For mine, I'm just talking about my wedding.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
You do what you want with yours.
Yeah.
for
Paul's
mine.
wedding party is gonna be shirts.
Tube tops. Tube tops
Tube
on
tops.
mine.
Okay,
yeah.
that's class. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fancy
And
wedding.
juicy couture.
And juice and
There you
pickle
go.
juicy couture.
Oh
Juicy
God.
couture.
All right, we
Okay.
got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Bjorn,
this has been so
we're getting a little
fun.
crazy.
Tell the people what
Yeah.
this is.
Hey, thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, all platforms that you get your content from. I guess we're also on TikTok. I also just started a TikTok for myself personally.
You finally downloaded
Yeah.
the spyware.
No, I actually started it, and then I realized I was like, shoot, Bjorn RG is taken. So I did Bjorn RG comedy, and then it suggested that I follow Bjorn RG, which was my other account that I had created like a long time ago, and I had no idea what the password is.
Oh, okay.
But anyway,
Well, now they've got a follower.
yeah, they
Nice.
do. Anyways, yeah, you can follow us on there. I have, and if you want to come see me live, if you're in Portland, every Thursday at Neighbors Tap Room, 8 o'clock, Bangers Comedy, fresh lineup every week, super fun. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.